Wakey, wakey, shaky, shaky. Time for a new year. Time for a new year.
Rock steady, baby, that's what I feel now. Let's call this song exactly what it is. Just move your hips with the feeling from side to side. Sit yourself down in your car and take a ride. And while you're moving, rock steady, baby. Let's call this song exactly what it is.
What it is, what it is, what it is.
It's a funky and loaded feeling.
What it is.
Move your hips from the left to right.
What it is.
What it is, we might be doing
What it is.
this funky dance all night. Woo! Rock steady, y'all. Rock steady, baby. Rock steady, y'all. Rock steady, baby. Hey.
Hey, come on, y'all. Good morning out there, morning out there.
Jump and move your hips with the feeling from side to side. Sit yourself down in your car and take a ride. And while you're moving, rock steady, baby. Let's call this song exactly what it is.
What it is, what it is, what it is.
It's a funky loaded feeling.
What it is.
From the left to right.
What it is.
What it is, we might be doing
What it is.
this funky dance all night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Rock steady, y'all. Rock steady, baby.
Hey.
Rock steady, y'all.
Hey.
Rock steady, baby. Hey. Let me hear you say rock steady. Rock
Steady.
good times, give it to me now. Rock, rock, steady. Rock steady. What it is, a funky loaded feeling.
What it is.
From the left to right.
What it is.
What it is, we might be doing
What it is.
this funky dance all night. Rock steady, y'all. Rock steady, baby. Rock steady, y'all. Rock steady, baby. Hey.
Come on. Good morning. It's New Year's. It's New Year's. Hey, yeah. Hey.
You all give it up at home for the voices of infinity. Give it up at home for the voices of infinity. That's Sister Kenitha Carr, Sister Carmen Ridley, and of course, Brother Reggie Wooten. Thank y'all. Getting us going, rocking steady. We got more of that coming. How you rocking steady in 2021? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everyone. You are subscribing right now on YouTube. You are liking us on Facebook. You know, we're 7 likes away from 1,000 on Facebook. That will give us over 1,000 on YouTube and over 1,000 on Facebook. So if you're tuning in or you're watching the replay and somebody sent you to it, you know, thank them and hit the like button. And let's go for a G in 2021. I'm Jeff Obafemi Carr. I want to welcome you back to the 2021 version of the Infinity Fellowship. You have squarely landed in the core of consciousness and the apex of authenticity. Infinity is the fastest growing independent interspiritual community in the United States. We're also the only independent interspiritual community in the United States. We're a place of growth, of love, and affirmation. We don't just tolerate you, we affirm who you are with progressive, expansive spirituality. We are the home for those of you who consider yourselves more spiritual than religious and need a community. This is a space that provides that. We invite you into the sacred beginning of our Sunday service. This is our ritual. This is our spiritual ritual. It's a ritual we invite you to fully participate in. So as you center yourself, as you have shared the broadcast with your friends and family and those who you know are of like mind and essence in 2021, we invite you to take a deep breath in right now. Exhale to release. And let us begin the sacred space. And wherever you are in your space, we want you to find a space of centering. Begin to tune that energy within to that light, that source, that creator, that God energy, that wonderful space in whose image and likeness you emerged into this world. As we open infinity by acknowledging that presence in this space. Allow all eyes to be closed, all heads to be bowed, and all hearts to be open in this moment. All wise, all kind, all loving, all knowing, God, divine source of our creation. We give thanks for you right now in a grateful moment of acknowledgement. As we open this sacred ritual, this sacred space that is dedicated to you, dedicated to our connection with you, to our flow with you. We recognize that you are the living, loving spirit of our commonality, and although you are perceived by many different names in many different cultures, you are known in the heart by only one energy. And that energy is a powerful energy. It is the energy of creation. It is the energy of manifestation. It is the energy of change and growth. And because we are made from you, we have all of those things inside of us. We are connected to your divine superpower. We give thanks for having made it through what we perceive numerically to be the number 2020. We recognize that hindsight is 2020. So 2020 clearly gave us the lessons that we needed to move forward in 2021. We thank you for this moment of renewal right now. We thank you for this moment of restoration right now. We claim this resplendent moment of renewal in today right now. Thank you for those who tuned in to get this spiritual vitamin today. Thank you for those who stumbled upon this broadcast or this rebroadcast and found that they were absolutely in the year's theme. That is alignment. And so I speak alignment for those who are covered under the sound of my voice right now. We speak divine alignment, alignment with ease, open doors, claimed victories, seeds blossoming into fruit this year like we've never seen before. We speak it with confidence. We speak it with love. We speak it with the knowledge that with you on our side, all things are possible. We speak this acknowledgement in this moment right now, and we also speak, we accept that something will be said or shared today in this service, either through song or through message or through music or through the internet love that reminds people that we are always connected to you, that you are always present and never absent. And for these things, we are grateful. For these words, for these thoughts, for these actions, for others that we cannot put into words, we simply say, thank you from the bottoms and the depths of our hearts and our spirits. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. Deep breath in. Feel that love energy here in this place. Exhale out as we have spoken it. Now we begin our libation. The pouring out of water. This is our first libation of 2021, y'all. We pour libations to recognize the ancestors who have gone before us. We pour this water because it represents the living on this side of life. We pour into the earth because it represents what happens to this physical shell, this earth suit, once we get through with it. And when we make that divine and blessed connection, that infinite connection, if you will, between those on this side and those on the other side, we recognize that we stand in a powerful conduit of energy, standing taller on the shoulders of those who have gone before. And so we recognize our ancestors in this moment. We recognize all of our ancestors. So we invite you to type their names into the chat box today, and we will speak them aloud with you. Speak them aloud as we pour this water at the altar. The altar of infinity represents the fire, the water, the air, the earth, and the combination of the elements that make up all it is. It's 2021, y'all, and you made it here. You may have had some issues in 2020 that taught you some valuable lessons, but you got here, and you got here taller and better on the backs of those who have come before. And so we acknowledge you, especially in this day today, to the spirit of one of our community elders who transitioned over the holiday season, a man who brought the principles of the Kwanzaa holiday to Nashville back in the 1980s, when many of us were little and many of us were not even born yet. Brother Kwame Leo Lillard, Ashe. Baba Kwame Leo Lillard. We poured to you last week on Yoga Sunday, but we pause in this moment, Baba Kwame, because you set an example for us. He was unchallenged, he was unbroken, he was unconquered. I was pleased with Sister Kanitha to put on our fine clothes and go to his memorial service and pay respect, and to hear these themes come out. That here was a man who was not going to be compromised, who even if he was not given the podium, would stand in the back of mayors and police chiefs and government officials with signs that said, "This is wrong," to let you know that the people united will never be defeated. That example, bringing the African Street Festival to Nashville, connecting with the African Street Festival in Jackson, Tennessee, connecting and expanding the Kaumba Festival in Knoxville, Tennessee, building the tribute to Civil War veterans. I could go on and on just about the work that Brother Kwame did, but we know that he is an example of the shoulders we stand on, and so we pour to you. We pour to those who are appearing in the chat box, who are popping into your minds right now saying, "Remember me."
Remember me, though I have to say goodbye. Remember me, don't let it make you cry. For even if I'm far away, I'll hold you in my heart. I'll sing a secret song to you each night we are apart. Remember me, though I have to travel far. Remember me, each time you hear a sad guitar, and know that I'm with you the only way that I can be, until you're in my arms again. Remember me.
We pour to the ancestors of the North, to the South, the East, and the West. Ashe. To the energy of the cosmos that puts together this universe in conjunction with our divine creator, known by many names, we pour ashe. To the ancestral mothers who struggled, who fought, who stood in the face of danger and came through for this generation, ashe. For the ancestral fathers who did what they needed to do, who stood and whose names we may not remember, but they fought the struggle, they stood as the example, and they provide us with a backbone of strength that keeps us alive today, ashe. To those extended family members whose names we know and remember, whose names we don't remember, but those people who lived on the block, who kept us in line, those people who were in the school system, who put their arms around us in moments of need, those who spoke good things in our lives, we pour to you, ashe. To those names who are coming in over the space today, to the names of the people who built these buildings and these grounds out here on Nocturne Drive, to Horace Marion Frazier and Elise Frazier, we thank you for defining this structure that is now the Infinity Center, and we remember you as well, ashe. To the Queen Mothers who have transitioned in this space in Nashville, we pour our energy to you. And thank you for your divine guidance over the last several years, this powerful energy that stays with us still, ashe. And to the children in the world, womb and yet unborn, we say together, ashe, ashe, asheo, and so it is. As Infinity is officially open, we say good morning, everybody, because everybody is feeling amazing today. We've given the acknowledgement in the sacred space. We have provided the ritual, and we invite you now to state your gratitude moment in 2021. There's got to be one thing that you're grateful for as we say good morning to you. I see the names coming in there. Oh, man, Shakia and Felina and Ra, we see all of y'all, CW, Carolyn, Rosetta. We got people coming in from Chicago and Ohio. We got people coming in from London. We got people coming in from California. We got New Jersey in the house. We got Belgium in the house. We got Latvia in the house. We had Belgium in the house for New Year's, Reg. We got a shout out live on New Year's. Had such a party. So what is one thing that you are grateful for today? It can be something very simple, but when you say what it is, when you state what it is, when you proclaim what it is, when y'all say it aloud, cheerins, what you do is you create a vibration, and you join with this vibration of gratitude that we have here when we wish each other good morning. So we say to you from Infinity, good morning to you. You can sing along with us too. Check in. We're going to see what you're grateful for out here. Good morning. We got Illinois in the house. Melissa, we see you. We feel you. We're with you. Good to see you, Toya. You and Brother Charles. What's happening? How y'all doing today? Grateful, Ariana. I love Ariana, man. Thank you for keeping on. Sister Ariana, grateful for the first sober New Year. Come on through, gratitude. Grateful for the first sober New Year. The first of many, Sister Ariana. We're speaking that on your life right now. Great risings to those who were there. We got CL, thankful for the first conscious breath taken this morning. Come on through. Ain't it great? That breath connects you to the spirit, to the ashe. What a moment to be grateful. Sister Denise, grateful D and I made it to Columbus, Georgia for our game this evening at 5. Come on through in my mama and them's hometown. Columbus, Georgia, Phoenix City, Alabama, Lake Seal, Russell County, we love you. Go, if you see some people that look like me, some tall Alabama Negroes, they're probably my cousins. So just go ahead and hug them or give them a fist bump and tell them you love them. They might be playing on the basketball team against you, but we speak in victory for the Knowles family. Grateful for it. Awesome. Lakeisha, grateful for release and renewal. Keisha, grateful for staying healthy in mind and body, and of course this New Year reset. Yeah. Grateful, Brother John from Ohio, Cousin John. Thankful that 2021 is limitless and opportunities abound. Sister Rosetta, grateful for waking and seeing another day, for the breath of life, for families, for technologies that allow us to be together anywhere we are in the world during this pandemic. Love to all. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Mama Rosetta. Sister Rosetta, been a blessing to everyone. Hey, hey, hey. Sister Kia, grateful for great vibrations. Melissa, grateful for safe places to grow in my spirituality, and grateful for my family. Felina, grateful for clarity and vision. Oh my God. Carolyn, grateful for health, peace of mind. I could go on all day.
Yes, y'all.
Y'all, because you see, it's starting to get infectious, isn't it? It's infectious. I know it's catching on. It's tough to stay low when you got that energy bringing high. Good high. Come on. Brother Jazz, grateful for clarity and moving forward. Christina, grateful for new opportunities coming my way this year. Come on through. We claiming it. We speaking it. We got a word for you today. Come on.
A good morning to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you. They sound so good. We're going to get that music going again and see what we got. Sister Kenitha,
Well,
y'all
I'm
got
gonna
something for
ask-
us? What you got?
I got to ask the childrens to come and join us.
The children's?
The childrens, come
Which
on up.
children's?
Our childrens.
Our children's.
Yeah, because of
Come on up.
COVID doing its thing.
Our
you know.
children's waving.
I can't have my full out voices. A shout out to all my singing sisters out there.
I'm putting the mic in front of the girls. I'm going to let
So,
y'all have it. I'm moving
yeah.
on. So y'all can sing this at home. Y'all want to be a part of this.
Yes.
Y'all can get up. Y'all can join it. Y'all can get in this space with us. All right? Get
Because
on
you know,
in here.
first Sunday is Spirit Sunday, so we like to go on and take it on in, okay? All right, all right. Source, the source is blessing me right now. Oh, right now. There you go. I said my source is blessing me
my. My. Y'all better sing, children. Voices. Voices of Infinity. Joshua, Daniel, Kai, Kamaria. Man, y'all better come on, car kids. I'm like, man. And of course, with Carmen's the Voices of Infinity already. So we got Carmen Ridley, we got Kenitha Carr, we got Reggie Wooten. And we had the whole clan in here. Y'all got a taste of what it sounds like in the minivan on road trips. Hey, man, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Oh, man, what an exciting boost to the field of gratitude today in the year of alignment. We give thanks, man. Thank y'all, kids, for coming out today. Thank y'all, everybody, for coming and being a part. Thank you at home for doing yourself a favor and being in this space. Infinity is an exciting place to be in. On first and second Sunday, we have our one-of-a-kind gathering. On third Sundays, we have a conversation where you get to ask questions and talk about the dialogue in the discussion there. And on fourth Sundays, we move the chairs and we do Yoga Sunday. We align that body with that mind and spirit. And in between this fabulous assembly on Sundays, we do community service work. So we put yourself in a place where you're going to be doing the work that you say you want to do. So we're going to get that snap going, that action going in your life. And we're going to build housing, continue to do that. We're going to continue to feed those who are hungry. We're going to continue to be a change that we want to see in the world. So it's exciting to use that field of gratitude to amplify the work that we want to do in the world. If you are new to Infinity, it's your first time, we're going to welcome you in a minute. But we want you to know that we love you. We're here for you. We're here as a spiritual community. So if you have been looking for a space of growth like this, please send us an email or slide gracefully into our DMs if you're on Facebook and let us know. And we'll schedule you for a new member orientation. It's pretty simple. infinitynashville@gmail.com. Here at Infinity, if you'll note, we speak affirmative prayers. We call them PERMs. We call them PERMs because they ain't temporary. Pouring energy into alignment toward manifestation. It's an acronym. So if you need a special perm of energy, a special pouring of energy into realignment for manifestation, you just let us know. Send us an email, send us a DM, and we'll be there for you to help you lift up those things that you want to manifest in the world. At this time, I want to welcome back up our Chief Operating Officer, our co-founder, leading lady of Infinity, and also director of the Voices of Infinity. She put them all together today. Sister Kenitha Carr, she's going to lead us through the spiritual agreements that tie us all together as a spiritual community, our statement of infinitude. Love
Yes,
energy
sir.
to you, sister. Thank you.
Get myself together. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Welcome again into the Infinity Experience live online. And we always like to remind you of a couple of things at Infinity. One, we don't want to tell you how to call or define that God of your own personal acceptance and understanding. That is an intensely personal, beautiful relationship. Here at Infinity, we affirm your unique connection. Whatever you call that source energy, you'll hear us say God interchangeably with the universe, divine source. What you see around you is the proof that it was showing off when you were created after the same image and likeness. So now it's time to speak aloud the core agreements that bring us together at Infinity. We call that infinitude. Infinitude is defined in the dictionary as a state or quality of being infinite or having no limit. We have a unique mix of faith backgrounds at Infinity, but what centers us is the spirituality we all share in common. For us, infinitude is defined as infinity with an attitude. Come on, we got to get that little attitude. And that attitude is gratitude. And that snap you just heard is a spiritual practice that gives us life and meaning. Snap is on our website at myif.org and on your screen as well. The S in SNAP is for spirituality that transcends religion and connects you to the God of your own understanding. The N is for nurturing of ourselves and others' mind, body, and spirit. The A is for action, because we take action on our callings and walk in our divine purpose every day. And finally, the P is for the proof that our spiritual practices manifest fruit in our lives through the building and maintaining of healthy and prosperous families, relationships, careers, and dreams. We are grateful you all are here as unique manifestations of our Creator, the loving, living spirit of our commonality, the divine source of all creation, perceived by many names, but yet known by only one energy. I invite you to join us in the affirmation of our statement of infinitude. We agree that we are beings of pure, eternal spirit, birthed from the creative potential of the universe, with all the powers of the Creator inherent within us. We embrace the innate goodness of humankind and an abundant creation that provides for us through the seeds that we plant in our everyday lives. We acknowledge that who we are is housed in a temporary biological organism, and as such, it is our responsibility to take care of it because it will only last for a precious window of time. As we nurture ourselves spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, we commit to provide like acts of nurturing for our fellow brothers and sisters of the world we live in, embracing all regardless of religious faith, skin color, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic background. All are truly welcome at Infinity. We agree and accept that various religions exist as a unique opportunity for humanity to get to know one another through meaningful conversations that seek to explore the core concepts we share in common. It is the application of ancient wisdom, scientific discovery, and spiritual practices, both physical and metaphysical, that will lead us closer together as a human family. We commit to exist now and ever as a beloved community. Let it be so according to the many ancient terms of affirmation. Amen.
Amen.
Amin.
Amen.
Hotep.
Hotep.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Ashe.
Ashe. How awesome it is to speak aloud our agreements today. Today is the day that the God of your personal acceptance and understanding has made. It is a day to rejoice and to be glad. So let us rejoice together. Let us be glad together. As we weave our voices together in our congregational song, we recognize that we speak things into existence. Same thing happens when you sing. So we speak peace, love, and joy into our lives together. And as we speak it, as we sing it, as we feel it, so it is. Join us. The words are on the screen. Peace, peace.
Peace, peace, wonderful peace, enter my heart and bring healing to me. Oh, peace, peace, everlasting peace, let my peace shine bright so the world can see. Love, 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 wonderful love, enter my heart and bring healing to me. Oh, love, love, everlasting love, let my love shine bright so the world can see. Let's get some joy, 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 wonderful joy, enter my heart and bring healing to me. Oh, joy, joy,
Everlasting joy.
everlasting joy, let my joy shine bright.
Yeah.
So the world can see. Some more peace, 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 wonderful peace, enter my heart and bring healing to me. Oh, peace, peace, everlasting peace. my love shine bright. So the world, let my joy shine bright. So the world, and let my peace shine bright. So the world can see.
All right, all right, all right. If you are a first-time visitor here at Infinity, please type first time in the comments section so that we can send you some love. We're going to send you some muscle arms. We're going to send you some thumbs up. We're going to send you some floating hearts, whatever it might be. We want to make sure that we send it to you in this space today. So, good morning again, Infinity. My name is Jeff Obafemi Carr, also known as Rev Jeff, here in the space, the sacred space. And it's at this point in our service where we say hello to our first-time visitors. This is the Infinity Fellowship, where people make the quantum leap from religious doctrine and harsh religious doctrine into expansive, practical spirituality that is limitless and infinite. After we greet you in the real Infinity, of course, you grab a cup of coffee right now and send your kids down to the Youth Power Zone, the most powerful youth power zone, putting love energy into these young people and expanding their consciousness so they don't have to unlearn a bunch of the stuff we had to unlearn when we got grown and woke. They're learning it from day one. But for right now, until we get back together, I want you to imagine that your young people are headed to the Youth Power Zone, and they're sitting around with you right now in the power zone that is the most important power zone, and that is your home with you, with your arms around them, showing them love. We're looking forward to welcoming you into that space eventually. But for right now, we got technology, and we are connected right now through technology. So we're still sending you the digital love. If you are a first-time visitor, this may be your first time at Infinity, but we want you to know that we truly see the real you. Keisha, first time, Keisha Bryant, loving on you. I don't know if you can hear because we don't have a space mic, but all the people who are working today are going crazy for you. So all the people online are going crazy for you too. And we're sending that energy into the space for you. And for those who are watching the replay, you still get to absorb this energy. At Infinity, we don't see you today as a human being who tuned in to have a spiritual experience. We see you the other way around. You are a spirit who is navigating the human experience like the rest of us. And so we like to send you the same love that we want to have. And that is the love that allows people to be seen. That's all we want. We want to be seen. When people say, why are the kids acting out? I say the same reason the grown-ups act out. We act out when we ain't being seen. So we're going to make sure you're seen here. So we want you to stretch your hands out or open your hands, open your heart. And wherever you are in your home, you can turn to your family members. You can fold your arms over your chest. You can receive this energy. If it's your first time, receive the words. If it's not your first time, speak these words to the people in your house and the people who are around you. Speak these words to yourself because you got to see you too. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to release. Deep and fabulous deep breath in. Exhale to release. Receive this love. I see you, but you don't hear me though. I really see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine manifestation of God's creation. I see what you are. You are a spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You are a gift to me and to the entire world. I see where you are. You're right here in front of me, where I can let you know that you are not alone. I'm with you and you're at home. I see when you are. You're in the right now, baby. You are so much more than your yesterday. I see why you are. You're here to learn, to grow, to embrace your dreams, and to celebrate your divine destiny. I know all this because I'm here to do the same thing. So we're going to help each other out. All right? I know the real you, and I see you shining today. So welcome home. Welcome to infinity. Ashe. I do it in a suit. Y'all don't know nothing about me. I meant to have Dre's music popping and I didn't get it downloaded, but it's all right because I'm going to get it on there by the end. I think I'm going to get it on by the end, y'all. Woo, man, y'all trying to misact. We used to act a fool in here. Remember we do visitors welcome and then we just shake in the house. We're getting back to that. Oh, y'all just wait. Woo, what an awesome time, y'all. Y'all better be able to party. See, we didn't get to put on our suits and party for New Year's, so we get to put on our suits and party today. And that's how we're doing it. So let's carry that awesome energy from our visitors welcome and into our spaces where we affirm through giving. This is the time for our offering, for our moment of gratitude through action, where we affirm the powerful frequency of giving in this space. Yeah, sound effect, applause, standing ovations. We love it. Giving is a sacred part of any ritual that builds community and expands institutions. We exist as a fellowship, y'all, because we recognize that giving completes the divine and ancient cycle of receiving. We receive a livelihood, we receive food, we receive shelter, we receive divine purpose and a reason for being here and so much more. We continually receive good from the Creator, from the ancestors. And so we give back financially through our tithes, 10% of what you receive, and our offerings, which is a financial contribution that you feel moved to give today. We give it in reciprocity, respect, and responsibility. I love the tithing process for me, which is taking 10% of what comes through the door, and I give it in my spiritual space. I put offerings on top of that, too, because I recognize that that is a circle of gratitude that is the great equalizer. If you got $1,000 this week, $100 goes. You still got $900. If you got $100, $10 goes. You still got $90. Whatever it may be, or whatever your heart is moved to give today. That's the offering part. So you do tithes, you do offering, you do both. You do one or the other. Whatever your heart is moved to give, that's what it is. You can give whatever you feel in that space. As an independent spiritual community, we recognize that it's up to us to grow this outreach. And so we grow it joyfully. For those who are texting in $60, here and there this week, I knew what that meant. And I said, oh, man, that stimulus hit people's boxes. I said, hey, that's pretty awesome, man. Where you get your spiritual food, you looked after it for, I said, that's pretty doggone awesome. Some people got a lot more because, we got a lot of children and that kind of thing. So we pour that in. But in this new year, we release any lingering spirit of lack and fear. And we speak for you and for everyone here that we embrace abundance and prosperity. Prosperity as defined as glowing health. Prosperity as defined as healed relationships. Prosperity is defined in walking who you were born to be and having the resources to live your dreams and to give to the organizations and the causes that mean the most to you. It begins with the giving moment. So we're growing and expanding Infinity. We are releasing people from spiritual, emotional, and intellectual and psychological bondage. And to do that, we do it together. You and me, everybody, as a true community. So as you prepare to participate today in your giving, either live or during the replay, you can participate via Cash App or PayPal or even snail mail. Let us supercharge this moment with love energy because we want to give from a joyful place. And we speak words of power over your offerings today because that power that you put into that money makes a difference because money ain't real, y'all. It's perception. It's energy. And what you put your energy into is what manifests. So we put our energy into a giving space. So let's take a deep breath in. Exhale to release. Embrace that feeling that everything is good. Say that in your heart. Everything is good. Everything is good. And let us speak together this profound offering affirmation. Oh, limitless, abundant creator, source of everything I possess, you have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. You continue to provide for me without judgment or preference. And so I freely return these gifts to you with my whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be unbroken, and so it is. Oh, feel that energy there, y'all. We got that energy that says everything is good. And as we're singing it, we're going to sing that during the offering. So as we are pulling our devices out and getting our offering in, we are singing that everything is good. I got it. I got it. I know I got it good. On the screen, we have the ways of giving for you today. You can give via Cash App, $ Infinity Fellowship. You can give via PayPal, paypal.me, Infinity Fellowship. You can give via mail, Infinity Fellowship, 641 West Nocturne Drive, Nashville, Tennessee, 37207. You can also take a picture of your screen, hold it up to that code again via Cash App. All right, let us go. Let us rock. Let us give. Let us take care and affirm. Sing that song with us, y'all. You hum it. Makes a difference. Ashe. Awesome. Excited. Infinity. Awesome. The universe is saying that everything is good. The universe is saying that all is well and things are working out. I love the offertory period because it gives us a chance to put our money where our mouths are, and it gives us a chance to put our energy into our spirit. And thank you. I want to say to everybody, especially Sister Kenitha, the staff, Sister Alicia, the board, for making sure that Infinity is a financially healthy organization that is growing, and that we're accountable and transparent, and that people get to see the manifestation of the works that they pour into. So not only is this place a great space where we all receive our spiritual food and our alignment, but it's also a space where we can go out and make a difference in the world, and people don't tell us what to do or how to do it. So we've not received hundreds of thousands of dollars from government grants and major organizations that come along with strings. This comes from people saying, you know what, I love this energy, and this is what I'm going to support. And that's true freedom and independence. So shout out to you all for a great 2020 of doing that. And I'm speaking an amplification of that and the growth of that. One day we'll bring an Infinity Fellowship to your city, wherever you are. all over the world, and you can have this energy that we have here in the center wherever you are. That's coming. That's part of the vision that has come down for 2021. So excited. I don't want to get too into it too deep, Sister Kenita, because it starts to move something inside me, and I hope y'all can feel that energy, that love energy there. So we want to welcome back up Sister Kenita, who's going to give us our announcements for today as we move through the program. Our first announcements of 2021.
Man, I cannot believe it already. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get right on into it. Good morning, Infinity. If you've got something great, I want to let you know right now that you want to report if you want to report a standing ovation for later, go ahead and type it in the chat box now. So by the time that we finish these announcements, we get to the standing ovations, we can celebrate you. We'll talk more about standing ovations, but right now, if you do have something that you want to share, go ahead and start typing them in the chat box at this moment. All right, y'all, so welcome to January, the first month of 2021. It's the year of alignment. We made it through 2020, stronger, wiser, and focused for fruition. Now we have a new theme, and our daily mantra is, drum up. Everything's going my way. Woohoo! Everything's going my way. Yes. We speak that you are being safe at home and embracing this opportunity to explore your spirituality on a deeper level than ever before. And here are a couple of important reminders of things happening here at Infinity. Our affirmation meditation call is every Wednesday. No matter who you are or what your spiritual path is, we could all use an uplift during the week. Join our affirmation call every Wednesday at 12 noon. Again, that's every Wednesday at 12 noon Central Standard Time for 9 minutes of encouragement, empowerment, and energy poured into realignment for manifestation. The number is on the screen. I want you to go ahead and take a quick picture of it so you have it in your phone. Take a photo. Let's lock it in. Affirmation meditation call every Wednesday. Year-end letters go out this week. Your yearly statement will arrive in your inbox. If you gave us your contact information in 2020, we pride ourselves on being good stewards of your contributions. If you have any questions after receiving your statement, please call 615-730-9399. Again, that's our line, 615-730-9399, or email us at infinitynashville@gmail.com. All right. Congratulations on a fabulous New Year's Eve celebration. Woo-hoo. We had a wonderful time. We had a lot of people that participated. We had a good time. I enjoyed it. We had our drive-through. That was great for the kids to pick up their goodie bags.
Yes, we did.
And then we did our scavenger hunt online, which was so much fun. Our vision board and all of that good stuff. So we want to just say thank you to all those who participated. Rev?
Yeah, thank you. I want to say that, you know, it was a challenge. It was a unique challenge to figure out how to do our epic New Year's celebration online, but we figured it out.
Yes.
We had 100 plus, almost 150 people streaming. With us online. We had tips for living, for finance, for health and wellness. We had tips for educating both at home and in public schools. We put that together. We had great testimonies of what Infinity has done. We did our fire sacred ceremony outside there on the deck, and we put it all together. So I want to thank you all for being participants in a wonderful New Year's Eve event that we transitioned. Not only did we transition to it online, but we did it Infinity style.
We did it.
In a powerful communal way. So if you hadn't had a chance to watch the replay and you still want to go back and get some of those tools, it's on our YouTube channel and it's on our Facebook page. So go and get some of that good energy as we transitioned into 2021, a year of alignment.
Year of alignment. So now we have come to the point, it's time for Standing Ovation. Woo.
Yeah.
Tune your vibration to a high elevation. It's time for the good news, our standing ovation.
Awesome.
Get the right,
I know, we
thing.
can feel it. We can feel it. We can feel it. It's on the one.
Okay, it's on the one.
Give it a one, baby. Make it over one. Make it over one.
Okay. Our high energy here at IF comes from our practice of snap. It's why we snap our fingers during this part of the service. We receive practical lessons and tools for our individual journeys. That's spirituality. We fellowship with like-minded spirits every week. That's nurturing. We take what we learn and apply it in our lives, and that's action. And if we do these, then every week we see examples of progress in our lives, and that's the proof. So let us pause to enjoy a collective moment of manifestation and expansion. What we'll do, we'll call off your names and manifestations as we receive them via Facebook or I think YouTube as well.
Yes.
And when your name is called, we will snap our fingers to celebrate and affirm them and then provide a collective standing ovation at the end. All right?
Awesome. So what are your standing ovations? Type them in, because remember, we got a 20-second delay. So if something awesome happened for you that we want to celebrate, we're going to get that. We do have a birthday shout out to Queen Keisha Bryant.
Happy birthday
To ya, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Awesome, 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 awesome. We send a special shout out, a standing ovation. I'm giving this standing ovation involunteer. This is listed, but to Sister Denise and Demetrius Knowles, who are down in Columbus, Georgia. They made it safely, and they are there to claim a victory today at 5 p.m. for their basketball team. Sister Denise is coaching in a usually male environment. Not only is she coaching, y'all, but she is coaching a team, a male team owned by a black woman. So dual standing ovations to both of y'all today for the victory down in Columbus, Georgia. Excellent. Everything is going my way.
Yes.
Oh, and Sister Denise got another standing ovation. Everything is going my way. I have a featured article on release in a brand new online magazine called Off the Bench. Shout out to the creator and editor-in-chief, Mark Wiggins. Go ahead and subscribe. Off the bench, off the bench, off the bench. Get it, baby. Get it. Featured article. Sister Felina has a standing ovation there.
Yes.
Ended the semester with 2 B's and an A, gearing up for next semester.
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
Come
whoop,
on in that upper echelon, go on that upper echelon. Sister Rosetta from Chicago, that love is for you, Sister Keisha. That's that energy in there. Standing ovation in advance from Brother Chaz. I think Brother Chaz is in New York, but I'm pretty sure he's East Coast, but I think he's in the NYC. So sending a shout out to the Big Apple to you up there, brother. Standing ovation in advance, manifesting financial stability through my creativity of visual art and dance.
Woo! Yes. The year of alignment. Everything.
It's the year of alignment,
Everything
Chaz.
is working out. Everything.
Everything is going my way.
Yes.
Everything's going your way in this year of alignment. So we have those standing ovations that came in. You have anything you want to add before I go get the...
I'm going to do a shout out because she don't never say nothing about all the great things that happened to her.
Who?
Sister Alicia.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to give a shout
She
out.
didn't get a chance to share.
Yeah, because she's typing, managing the box.
She is.
Now, here's the thing about Sister Alicia. Sister Alicia Hamer, we're sending a shout out, stand ovation to her.
Yes.
But every single week we could do a stand ovation to her, so there's so many things. I want to send the first standing ovation to her being named the co-artistic director of the Verge Theater Company in Nashville, Tennessee. Snap, snap, snap. Y'all can't see her, but she's in the back there. And she is now known as AD, which is artistic director.
Come on, see?
Not to be confused with AD, the other AD, but she's the first AD.
Yes.
And so she's not going to say anything, but she's going to manifest it, and she's probably got 20 to 30 standing ovations that we're giving. We're giving a pre-standing ovation in advance for Sister Carmen, who had school auditions this week. And we know that she's blowing those open. It's going to be a standing ovation for manifestation for her. We're speaking standing ovation in advance for Joshua because he's making his transition into college in another university. We're speaking open pathways for him in that space. And we are sending that energy on in there. And it's going to happen. Awesome. We got anything else?
No, that was it.
All right, so listen, here's how we do it. What we do is we act crazy during this moment. And if you're a visitor, if it's your first time tuning in, you're like, man, they're about to go buck. You deserve it. When you have something good happen to you, we live in a world where people either feel bad for you or want to drag you into a lower vibration. But at Infinity Fellowship, we're going to amplify your great vibration by giving props when it's due. You got to celebrate when you manifest your highest self and you do what the Creator put in you to do and you see progress. Everybody in this community is going to celebrate with you. They're going to lift it with you because guess what? When you're at home and you're struggling through something, when you pour into somebody else, that becomes infectious and you then draw that same vibrational energy to you. So we are getting ready to stand on our feet wherever we are in the space and wherever you are at home. If you did not share today, we want you to to stand up. And if you did share, we want you to sit down, hold your arms open toward the screen, and know that everything that is coming in is for YOU.
Announcements and ovations for today. So it is spoken, so it is received, and so it is Ashe.
Ashe.
Awesome
Ashe. It's all right if you get winded on that. I want to get winded. I'd rather get winded celebrating than getting winded fighting. Rather get winded celebrating than getting winded fighting. You know, yeah, that's right. Because at least when you celebrate, there's some fruit from it, right? When you're fighting, you know, I don't know about that fruit there. We ain't gonna do that, but we're grateful to be here today as we prepare for the message. We invite you into the space of vibrational gratitude. Begin to take some deep breaths. Sing along if you know the music. Receive that energy. There's a word for us today that is coming. Those of you who take notes on Sundays, we got some notes to give you. We got some things that have come through spirit. But right now we want to move out of the way and allow the voices of infinity to sing and deliver what's in their hearts. Ashe.
Grateful, so grateful just to praise you, source. It's flowing from my heart. Are the issues of my heart. It's gratefulness.
grateful, grateful, so grateful just to praise you, source flowing from my heart are the issues of my heart. It's gratefulness. Grateful, 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 gratefulness is flowing from my heart. Grateful, 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 gratefulness is flowing from my heart. Grateful, grateful, grateful. I am so grateful. Yes, I'm grateful, grateful, yeah. Gratefulness. I am so from my heart. Every time I wake up in the morning, every time I close my eyes to go to bed, every time I think about what I've been through, I am so grateful. Hey, I'm grateful. Hey, I'm grateful. Oh, I'm so gratefulness is flowing from my heart, flowing from my heart are the issues of my heart. It's flowing, flowing from my heart are the issues of my heart. It's gratefulness. Oh, no, I am grateful. I got through 2020.
Yes, yes,
And I'm moving into 2021.
yes.
I'm walking in alignment. Yeah. Said I'm walking in alignment.
Yes.
I didn't give up. Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Said I didn't give up. But I made it through. Oh, I'm grateful. Hey, yeah, I'm grateful. Oh, I'm grateful. So very, very grateful. I could go on and on about your word.
Yes.
Because I'm grateful, grateful, so grateful just to praise you, source flowing from my heart are the issues of my heart. It's gratefulness.
Giving thanks to the voices of infinity, absorbing that energy of gratefulness today, knowing that we are grateful for the things that God has done. We're grateful for the presence of living, powerful ancestors and the cosmic energy that is working together for your good, for our good. We're grateful for this space of alignment today. We're grateful that you tuned in this moment, and we're grateful that there is a word from Spirit. You see, when we pause and we look back on 2021 and we take it in the rearview mirror with 2020 vision, when we look back in gratitude, we say, hey, the old folks used to say, my soul looks back and wonders how I got over. You know, there were some times and circumstances in 2020, I guarantee you, that you were not supposed to make it through. That the predictors, that the statisticians, that the people who are pundits who got together and decided what was right for you, they counted you out, they counted you down. They said you would never be able to stay away from those things that harmed you. And yet you're walking through those spaces sober and clean. They said you would never overcome what the bank threw at you and that stack of notices that came in your mail, and yet you found a way through. They said that you would never be able to get into the program, much less complete the program, but now you're standing with a degree in hand. Somebody tried to count you out, but they didn't recognize that you were continually generating an attitude of gratitude that said, I am a conqueror. I am living in victory. And that is the moment that we embrace today in this moment. Take a deep breath in, exhale to release. And let's go to our meditative moment today. Our meditation today comes from the great Benjamin Elijah Mays, college president, scholar, leader. Benjamin Elijah Mays said, quote, "It must be borne in mind that the tragedy of life doesn't lie in not reaching your goal. The tragedy lies in having no goal to reach. It isn't a calamity to die with dreams unfulfilled, but it is a calamity not to dream." Leave that up for a second. Everybody take a deep breath. Stare at that screen for a minute and absorb what that means for you. Today's meditation, we thank you, Dr. Benjamin Elijah Mays. You know, I was meditating this week over 2021 and what was coming forward, and the universe revealed that the theme this year was the year of alignment. It was a great moment to be able to say, you know what, that feels good. My dad used to sing that song, "Oh, what a beautiful morning, oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a wonderful feeling. Everything's going my way." And I used to wonder about my dad with his 6th grade education and his elder status of 11 kids, how he got up every single day as a food service worker and went and got up at 4 o'clock in the morning and sometimes walked several miles to get to work to put food on the table. And on weekends, he went into Bell Mead and Brentwood and Green Hills with my mother, and they cleaned up wealthy white folks' houses, and they never complained. And my dad would always be humming this song. My dad somehow, through unbelievable circumstances, found a way to find the good. Everything's going my way. I want to let you know today, the Spirit has told me in this depth of area of my space, in my gut, in my solar plexus chakra, in that energy that comes up to my heart chakra, that everything is going your way this year. I know you struggled through the journey of 2020. And when we said focus to fruition, some of you thought, well, if I just write it on a vision board, that means that it's going to instantly come true like magic. Well, if you've taken my Atomic Vision Board workshop, you know it don't work like that. What happens is you put it on the board, you envision it, and then you put yourself in the workspace to actually manifest it. You ain't getting nothing without investing something. Anybody who's trying to get something for nothing, those are the people that you want to stay away from. So why would you try to get something for nothing from your own self and your own purpose and your own dreams? So guess what? 2020 took you and put you through a washing machine. And when it got you out of the washing machine, it puts you in a rinse cycle. If you were in Nashville, it hit you with the tornado. If you were in Nashville, it hit you with the coronavirus. If you were in Nashville, it hit you with a 34% tax increase. You just started saying, man, oh my gosh. Gil Scott-Heron said, Lord, if it don't catch you in the wash, it'll sure get you in the rinse. And then something took you out and started drying you out. At the end of the year, you look back and you said, you know what? I found a way to navigate my way through. I found a way to spend more time with my children because I had to help them through homeschooling. I found a way to connect with people in a spiritual community because I had to start searching for something to ease my mind and to ease my spirit. So you actually got a benefit from that hindsight of 2020. And to move forward now, you have to move into a space of alignment. So the message today is a front-end alignment. Reg and I were talking. Reg had a little engine trouble, little car trouble yesterday on the way to rehearsal. We had a little engine trouble on our way to take our little day trip to Birmingham. And sometimes when you're in a vehicle, you have to do correct maintenance. And one thing that you need for maintenance when you're in a vehicle is a front-end alignment. Well, Rev, what is a front-end alignment? You know, a front-end alignment is when you take an adjustment to the front wheels to make sure that it is connected to the center of the vehicle. Because if it's not connected to the center of the vehicle, then your steering is going to be off. See, some of us need a spiritual front-end alignment. And since this is the first Sunday in the year 2021, Spirit is giving you a front-end spiritual alignment today. Now, you see, you have a vehicle that needs an alignment. How do you know that you have the signs of needing a front-end alignment? For those of you who have ever had to need one, you know that things can look a little weird when things ain't in line. You can be going straight, and your steering wheel is cocked all the way to the left or to the right. And something inside you is saying, something ain't in line. You need a front-end alignment to bring that back to center. Some of us are feeling as if we're going straight, but even as we tell ourselves we're going straight, we feel as if something just ain't right. That's Spirit telling you that you got to pause and get your front end in alignment. Your front end is what is in the front of your consciousness space, what is in the front of your heart space, what is in the front of your spirit space. And if that's not going in the right direction in alignment, then nothing else matters because you're going to end up running off the road. The second sign of an alignment, needing an alignment, is noisiness. When you turn the wheel, when you try to go in a different direction and all you keep hearing is noise. Some of you hear a lot of noise going on. In 2020, we heard a lot of noise. Everybody was talking noise. And when you got on social media, everything was noisy. And everybody had something to say. Somebody dragged me into a Clubhouse. My daughter said, you got to get on Clubhouse. It's going to be really good for you. I got in there and I said, you know what? We maybe have to do something on Clubhouse because we got to put something in there to eliminate some of the noise. I got tagged in a room. I went in there and everything everybody was saying what was wrong with everything. There was a psychosocial analysis of race. There was the intersecting race of gender and class. There was the negativity that comes through the media and everybody was talking for an hour about the problem and not one person gave me a solution to the problem. So when you amplify the energy of negativity, it's noise that tells you something is wrong. Some of you have had the same feeling where you're scrolling up and down or you're swiping left and right, and when you get through, you feel like something has been sucked out of your soul. Your body, your spirit, your energy is telling you that you need to pause and get in alignment because the noise is a sign that something ain't right. Third sign that you might need an alignment, y'all ever been driving a vehicle and you're trying to go straight, but it's pulling left or pulling right. You trying to booger that thing, and you're like, something ain't right. I'm trying to go straight, Reb, and my car keeps pulling left. My car keeps pulling right, and I'm fighting just to keep the car straight. You shouldn't have to fight to keep things straight. Some of y'all been trying to go straight. You made a commitment last year. You made a commitment to set an intention. You stopped messing around with resolutions because you realize resolutions get broken because they often come out of dead space. But when you make an intention and you set an intention, that is putting yourself on the straight and narrow. But just as soon as you proclaimed it, because that's what you did, you got on your media and you proclaimed everything that you were going to do last year. And once you put it into space like that, you opened it up for everybody else to have something to say about your life and your dreams. And when you wrote that out, when you pronounced that into the universe, you tried to do it. You tried to stay straight. But something kept pulling you to the left. Well, you know, it's really going to be hard for you to do. You may not get that investment if you keep doing it that way. You're like, no, I'm trying to stay straight. But it was pulling you to the left. Or it was pulling you to the right. Oh, you know, you should really be a part of my project. I want you to come and do this for me. I want you to be a part of my program. I want you to be a part of what I'm doing to amplify me. And you're trying in your heart to go straight, and part of you being straight, oh, I've dealt with this myself. I'm trying to go straight, but people keep pulling me in. Oh, come do my show. Be a part of what I'm doing. Pour into this, pour into this community, and people are not pouring into you. People are not pouring into you being in alignment. They are pulling you to the left, pulling you to the right to amplify what they're doing. But you're not getting any investment in your dreams. And then you look up a year later at those intentions and you're kicking yourself in your own butt. This is the moment where you got to pause and get yourself back in alignment. What are the causes of a front end needing a front end alignment? The first cause, one of the major causes of a damage that causes you to have a front end alignment on a vehicle is a jarring action that happens. It happens when you hit a pothole, or when you strike a curb, or when you run over something in the road. It jars the front end suspension and it throws it out of line. See, that's a traumatic experience to your vehicle. And see, when you're in this earth suit, in this vehicle, we have some traumatic experience that happened to us that threw us out of line. You gave yourself to a relationship that was supposed to be good, and you ended up hitting a pothole. You ended up in an empty space where you were dragged off a ledge and shook, and it jarred, and it knocked you out of alignment with all that you hoped and dreamed. It traumatized you. Some of us have become experts of talking about our trauma. We talk about our trauma from relationships. We talk about our trauma with childhood. And we can know about those potholes. We can tell you about how we struck those objects in the road. We can tell you about how something came out of nowhere and landed squarely in front of us and knocked us out of line. But we still got to get it fixed, or we're going to be off the road. Front end alignment. Second thing that happens is you need a front end alignment when you have tired and worn out parts. That's your vehicle. But it's also your body. You ever got tired of doing the same old thing and expecting something different to happen? Have you ever been worn out by people who just draw everything out of you but don't ever pour anything back? People who don't take the time to say, I see you, I appreciate you, I thank you. You ever been worn out? I'm not going to put all the responsibility on all of them, because guess what? I made the choice too. You made the choice too to keep doing. You kept trying to get something out of nothing. You kept pouring yourself out into others before you poured into yourself. You kept pouring from a space of lack as opposed to allowing yourself to be filled and then pouring from the overflow. So I hope you learned your lesson, because being tired and being worn out is a necessary step before you have to pause and get an alignment. Last thing that happens to you. When you know you need an alignment, one of the causes is a height modification. Y'all writing that down, height, modification. Oh, I'm taken back to my high school days, Joshua. Oh, my buddy Charles. His mama gifted him senior year with a 1974 Impala. Woo, that joker, boy. That thing was riding. It was like riding. You get in that thing. It was like me and my two boys, we would hop in that thing. And it was the three of us. And we'd be riding out. And I used to have a 1976 Impala, my Uncle Bill's car. And my cousin granted me the car when he transitioned. I had a four-door Impala. Sending that shout out to Demetrius. Demetrius know about those Impalas. I had that four-door. You ain't never driven a 1974, 1976 Impala. You know, you don't know what life is like. Because, buddy, once you get behind that hood, it's the closest thing I can compare it to is riding in a boat. And you just cruising. All you see is things moving forward, and you just cruising. The front end of the car is really long, and you feel so protected because that thing is made out of iron, baby. It ain't going nowhere. I got hit by a guy who was a fireman that tore up his truck. I didn't even see a scratch on the front end. That's an old school car. So Charles had this 74 Impala, this black 74 Impala, and at the time, this is when people were starting to ride low. See, Charles's Impala was riding and it was kind of high because the suspension was working, right? The height was what it needed to be able to be far enough from the ground to not be affected by everything that you would encounter on the road. But see, he met this older guy who he used to hang out with, and this guy used to come and hang out with us. This was a grown man. He was hanging out with high schoolers. That should tell you something is wrong right there. But this grown man who was hanging out with high schoolers, making us think that we were big balling because we were hanging out with people that were older. Watch people who aren't successful in their circles who try to impress you because you're younger and you don't know anything. When you get to that point, you understand that something ain't right, but we trusted it because we thought he was cool. So he had this brilliant idea. He said, man, you ought to ride this thing low. And so Charles said, how do we do that? Well, man, we went over by the railroad tracks. Over in North Nashville, over by before they fixed it all up when it was hood, and we found this rock, this boulder. And this boulder was so big, it took all four of us to set it in the trunk. And we set it in the trunk, and when we did that, you know, when you do it professionally, you ease down the struts and the shocks, right, to get the low ride. But we did the bootleg version. So we just put a great big old boulder in the trunk. And that thing took that car about 4 inches from the ground. So we were riding low in that Impala. And we thought we were the coolest people in the world. And then one night, we were late for curfew. Charles was coming out, riding low. We were coming out of North Nashville, hit a railroad track. I think it tore up half the underside of the car because we were riding low. The suspension had been damaged. When you are in a car that needs alignment, what happens is your shocks, your struts, your axles all wear out, and it's a height modification. You're in a high space, then you go to a low space, which makes you more susceptible to damage. Some of you were operating last year in a very high place, but you allowed people who came around you to convince you to operate in a low space. You were working on staying positive. You were working on doing what you needed to do. You were saying your affirmations. You were getting up every morning and giving gratitude. You were pouring libations. You were pausing. You were getting on your mat. You were doing those things. But somebody convinced you that everything was not all right. Somebody invited you to commiserate with them, to tell you that you can't be that positive all the time. And eventually you heard it enough, and you put that boulder in your trunk, and you allowed yourself to ride so low that you began to fall over potholes and get caught up in debris that was in the road. And you found yourself in a vortex that you couldn't get out of. But right now it's time for you to pause, get yourself up on the machine, and center yourself. See, alignment is something that's easy to handle. And you can't do it by trying to force it. So them country boys who tell you, hey, ride up to a curb, park your car, and then try to jimmy your wheel over. All you're doing is guaranteeing that you're going to have a hard time in the future. But what a master mechanic does, he or she takes the car lifts it to a high space in a neutral space so that it can then align the front end with the center of the vehicle so that everything else is smooth, so that the tires are smooth when the rubber hits the road. So this is your moment to pause right now, because this space is the mechanic shop. When you come on Sunday, we're going to elevate you to a higher space. We're going to tell you that the universe is working in your favor and that right now is the time for your front end, for your consciousness, for the things that emerge for you into this world. Those things are now aligned with the center of your body. Let me tell you about what's in your center when you're lining up. In your center, you ain't evil. In your center, you are good. In your center, you're not born from a space of negativity. You are born from a space of highest consciousness. When you are in your center, you are not alone walking in this world, but you are stepping and standing on the shoulders of those who came before you. And they are so mighty and they are so powerful that even when you falter, they reach up with their hands and lift you higher when you remember and acknowledge the struggle that they went through. When you recognize and realize that some of them existed not for perfection, but they existed just to make sure that you could have a better opportunity in the world. That's why they poured into you. That's why they showed up when you needed them to. That's why they were praying and sending energy and vibrations into the universe, saying, I may not have made it, but I'm going to do what I can to usher them into success. That is the moment that you recognize that you are back in alignment with your center. Don't lose this opportunity for this front end alignment. Align yourself going into 2021 because you made it here. And yeah, you may have been pulled to the left. You may have been pulled to the right. You may have been going straight and your steering wheel was crooked. But right now is that moment to enjoy it. And people say to me all the time, we had this conversation, well, how are you positive all the time? You can't be positive all the time. Who says who? Well, yeah, that's easier said than done. That's a lie. That's a lie. I reject it. I reject it, because if we don't offer the positive space and alternative, we join with the lower vibration. I didn't come today to drop a rock in your trunk. Spirit don't want to load a boulder into your trunk and make you ride low. Spirit wants to lift you up and align you in a space that says something different. How about you try this? Repeat after me. It's easier done than said. Ask my bedroom. I gotta post that. There's a meeting in my bedroom. I gotta post for y'all. Y'all follow me on Instagram or Twitter. I gotta post for y'all today. There's a meeting in my bedroom. Put a note there. There's a wonderful note from my daughter. Yeah, it's very embarrassing, but it's funny. But look, we couldn't have a meeting in my bedroom for the last, I don't know how long. Because we are so consumed with making sure that we're doing everything we do. You know what? I can make a million excuses. But like they taught us when I was pledging, excuses are tools of the incompetent that build monuments to nothing. And those who specialize in them seldom succeed at anything else. So I'm not going to make any excuses. What I will say is that hoarders didn't have nothing on my bedroom. And I kept saying, my wife, like I said, we're going to clean that bedroom. We're going to organize that bedroom. Oh, we got to organize that bedroom. Oh, you know what? We got to get to that bedroom. You know, we put our bedroom in space. Everything else is going to be in space. Oh, you know, we get everything in order in the bedroom. Everything is going to be order, everything else. Oh, we got to have ordered thinking for 2021. We said that, and we said that, and we said that. We said that. And nothing changed. Then one day we got so tired that something simple happened. I know for me, I can testify. I got so tired, I picked up a sock and threw it in the hamper. I started thinking about where was the other sock. I looked, I found it, I threw it in the hamper. I said, wait a minute, let me just throw all this stuff in a hamper. Then I started finding stuff up under the stuff, and I said, let me throw that in the trash. Let me throw that somewhere else. And before I knew it, we were on this journey, and we were doing this, and the music came out. And before I know, I looked up, and the doggone room was immaculate. And we said, where you been? Because guess what? We were saying and saying and saying it wasn't producing anything. But the moment I reached down and put that sock, I started doing, and the doing changed. It's easier done than said. It's easier to do the stuff than just to talk about it. So it's not easier said than done. Saying it over and over again doesn't produce it. It's easier done than said. Everything's going my way. When you start pouring into this alignment space today, I dare you to try it. Do one thing this week that wakes you up and makes you feel alive. Dare to have the dream. Dare to work the dream. Dare to embrace the dream. And dare to know that when you align your front end in 2021, then everything else in center comes into alignment as well. This is your moment. This is your front end alignment. So it is spoken. So it is received. So it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. Deep breath in. Exhale to release. Allow your eyes to close in this moment because we're going to pronounce some great things for you in 2021. Divine Spirit, we thank you in this moment today. We thank you for lifting us up on the rack today. We thank you for the loosening of our wheels and the alignment of those wheels into spaces with the center at the core of our being. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your commitment to growing us. Thank you for us recognizing that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. We're taking one step today, and that one step is everything is going my way. That one step is it's easier done than said. So we're speaking that as we pronounce success for 2021, the year of alignment, that this moment is about action. That we're going to talk less and do more. We're going to post less and pursue more. We're going to open ourselves in this moment to the divine energy that appointed us to be here. We asked to come into this space and this life at this time. And we came because we are the ones who are going to be talked about in the future. We are standing on the shoulders of those who came before, but the life that we are living is creating space for those who will come after us. So we speak a full life of joy, of love, of application of these principles, and of abundance. I speak renewed health for those who are struggling with illness. I speak sobriety. Mental sobriety, physical sobriety, spiritual sobriety. We speak covering on everyone here who has been struggling with not accepting who they are. We're accepting who we are because you made us who we are. And you don't make any mistakes. And so we walk in that love. We walk in that light. We walk in that peace. Deep breath in. Exhale to release. Repeat after me. I am light. I am love. I am power. I am with God. God is in me. I am my ancestors' highest dreams. I am here for this. I was born for this. I was made for this. I was created for this. Everything's going my way in 2021. In the right now. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. Oh. Come on, y'all. Let's sing and let's take this on home. Oh, how you feel there? How y'all feeling on? You feeling good? You recognize you aligned? Don't let anybody knock us off your center. Don't hit your potholes. Don't put no rocks in your trunk. Watch out for things on the road. And if you feel like you're going out of line, you tune right back here, because this is what this space is for. We want to say a special thanks to everybody who brought us infinity, and brings us infinity. Voices of Infinity, Kaditha Carr, Carmen Ridley, Reggie Wooten, Sister Alicia Hamer, on the wheels and screens of steel, Car Kids for joining us today, and of course you. So as you emerge into the world that awaits your light, we invite you to sing along with us to end infinity. After infinity is over, the voices are going to stick around on Instagram for a couple of songs on Unplugged. Follow us on @The Infinity Fellowship on Instagram. And of course, follow us on our social media platforms. You can see them on the screen. We invite you to sing along with us and recognize that that divine energy is powerful and strong.
If today's a brighter day,
And we are on our way.
we are on our way,
Then we can begin
then we can begin
to heal ourselves again.
heal ourselves again.
Oh, we
Oh, we
remember yesterday,
remember yesterday,
and yet today's the day.
and today's the day.
God's reminding me
God's reminding me
to look at you and see
look at you and see
family.
family.
Now you know it. Sing it along with us. If today's a brighter day and we are on our way,
Then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we remember yesterday, and then today's the day. God's reminding me to look at you and see family.
God's reminding me
God's reminding me to look at you and see family.
God's reminding me
God's reminding me to look at you and see family.
we speak that the love of God in this powerful moment of 2021, the peace of our ancestors and the cosmos, and the power that lies within us all connected, rest, rule, rock, and abide with you from this moment going forward. Together we sing.
Amen, Amen, Hotel Shalom, Namaste, Ashe.
We're awesome, y'all. Hey, we'll see you next week, same time, same place. Till I see you again, on behalf of the entire Infinity family, your Infinity family, it's been Reverend Jeff reminding you that if you get information and take it in, it does become knowledge. When you take knowledge and put it into action, that's when it becomes wisdom. So be wise. Peace and blessings.